What would you say to people, someone coming here, how would you describe the dating scene? What has the dating scene been like for you, personally, in New York City?
It's been a mixed bag, right? This is New York City. You get everything and anything.
I know, exactly. It's just, my advice is don't be yourself. Just kidding, okay.
Not initially.
Okay. Listen, be your best self, okay? Like, always be, like, evolving, progressing.
Right,
You know, one of the most cliche advice is, be yourself, be confident, believe in yourself. Which, if I were to, go to you for advice, I'm dating, you tell me be myself, and then I already suck in dating, I'll always suck in dating. Einstein, his definition of insanity is that cliche, keep doing the same thing over, expecting the same result.
Right.
I mean, just change it up, be ever, evolving, speed. I believe in self-improvement over self-acceptance any day. Mm-hmm. And the, confidence thing is just comes from competence, it doesn't, you tell somebody to be confidence is ever fading, okay? One day you'll feel confident, the next day, you'll just lose, it's an emotion, you'll lose it. So, if somebody just, confident one day to go out, they'll be just like a statue. Look at me, I'm confident, look at me. Okay, but I'm just standing there, I'm like a statue. Just don't try too hard, it's just be serendipitous. But, don't even think about it. This is funny though, people who are actually have the most stuff in dating, they just don't really care anymore. In the most the least stuff, they're so desperate, to just try to yo, yeah, we go on a date with me, please. but it's understandable because now, I don't really use the word dating. I just consider more just hanging out.
So how do you ask people out?
I really.
You want to grab coffee with me?
Let's remove the glasses for now.
Okay. You always say, oh, you want to grab coffee with me?
I don't. I really don't. I just.
What do you say?
I just say yeah, I'm going to this other party. I'm going to hang out. Come join. And just invite a bunch of people.
That sounds so horrible. I mean.
What? It's not as hard as
you you want to make an effort though. Say I'm going to this, or I like to invite you for dinner, this kind of.
I don't
do that.
I don't do conventional dating.
He doesn't put all his eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. Just be different though. I mean, definitely just don't even think about dating. Just just have a social. Just be social. That's about it. So.
I'm glad we're not dating this.
Obviously, people have different approaches to dating.
People have different approaches.
I don't do the whole dating conventional dating thing.
I know.
Yeah, this is more you just hang out, group hang out, and then just be social.
And it just happens organically.
It just happens organically.
I don't buy into cliche either, but if this one guy asked me to go to this party together, just drop by, and this other guy who said, oh, let's go to Gotham Green Bar for this dinner that I really want to spend time with you. I kind of want to say yes to the second one. It couldn't help. But I feel like he's definitely making an effort.
Okay, but let me ask you this, okay?
Yeah,
but
please.
If a guy was to be actually on a date, wouldn't that put more pressure on you? Because first of all, some random guy approached you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, he gave him his number,
yes.
and he call you up or text you hey, you want to go on a date with me? Yeah. Wouldn't that put more pressure on you compared to hey? But my friends were having a party. It'll be an honor to have you come hang out with us. So pretty much you get to know the guy rather than be individual. So his his whole entire background, who he hangs out with, because he could be someone else some creep douchebag. That could be do all sorts of stuff. So basically go that's the setting the foundation. And then afterwards, then you guys can build it up.
Depends on what your intent is, right?
Exactly.
If you're hanging out,
yeah,
you just want to get to know the person. Maybe it develops into something, maybe it doesn't.
Exactly.
But if you ask a girl out on a date, hey, I'm interested in you and I want to see you.
But
it depends on your approach.
Exactly. But wouldn't the guy push you away, tries to be too strong?
That's why I use the dollar sign of the restaurant to decide if that guy's creepy or not. If you're really creepy, you ask me out on the $5 sign restaurant.
$5 or 5-star? Doesn't matter.
Oh no,
I know
star
what you mean
yes,
by
but $5 restaurant.
Expensive.
Then
right?
you're not. If you can't afford to be creepy on this much money, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Wait, I'm not understanding. So the person. Wait.
So if the person asked me on the first date and it's a $5 restaurant, I know it sounds so materialistic and bad, but I'm gonna say that if he's willing to spend this money on the first date, even though I don't know him enough, I feel like I would still give him a try. Just
He means well. He has good intentions.
to acknowledge his
Willing
effort.
to put this effort.
Yeah, and if you're really a creepy dude, you probably cannot afford such expensive.
Wouldn't say
dinner.
that.
No, I wouldn't say that because you know, like here's the
Yeah.
okay, like guy that takes.
Money is not
Okay, here's the
related
okay.
to
Creepiness.
Wouldn't you say the money is trying to compensate for something else? Especially like guys, you can't really buy love per se. That's
I
the
don't know. I've never met
Yeah.
guys like that,
Yeah.
but I now understand what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah, I use dating website, so there's already kind of pre-screening because they're connect to your friend.
I don't know if you want to share, but considering you guys had this little discussion
Conversation.
about this,
Argument.
what did your boyfriend do right on the first date?
He asked me out to a very nice restaurant. I also know where he graduated, so I kind of know a little bit information. I know he's a mutual friend of mine, so that already kind of ruined out that he's a creepy dude. So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then the fact that he asked me out properly on a date to a nice restaurant versus I'm going to this party. Do you want to drop by? Definitely going to a restaurant make me feel like I'm more appreciated. And
That's
I'm
a
just
clear
saying this
message.
from a perspective of all the girls. You probably have no problem getting girls to go on a date with you. I just want to say, please don't send the wrong message to everyone that you're just like, hey,
I don't know,
Dina,
okay.
I just want to go to the party. Can you come with me? That's not gonna be very successful when you want to ask a person to go on a
Can I
date.
just throw my 2 cents in here?
Good.
Very, very different what you did, Gabby, because you're on an online dating site. The people there have very clear intentions that they are looking
Fine,
to
that's
date you.
true.
That's different from taking the kind of like slower or more cautious or like toe in the
Or
water
just
approach.
open.
You know what I mean?
More
Just
social,
more
open.
open, right? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
her like I say she's more like traditional, like the
Right, right.
traditional
Mm.
way of approaching dating. Like I'm just more like
No one ever used traditional to
One
describe
at a
me,
time.
not sure.
okay. What was this approach? Me, because I'd rather more. I guess more of a social approach.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
for me. Like like I don't want to. I like to just I like because I like everybody. Okay, I like to hang out.
Right, right.
I don't like just be like the whole like one-on-one type thing. I'm more of a group type
Right,
person.
right,
That's
right.
who I really am.
Dating in
It's
New York.
been quite an experience. I'm like, yeah, growing up in North Carolina, there aren't a whole lot of Asians. So, yeah, to find people you can relate to is a little difficult. Based off of your skin color and then also culturally as well. But when you're in New York City, you see people of all colors, all cultures, right? So it's definitely a lot more interesting. But because you are in New York City, everyone is so driven to succeed that I feel like sometimes work takes the top priority over
Right,
everything
right.
else,
Right.
including love and relationships.
Right.
Being able to find someone you get along with in the city is a great thing. And you have so many options, so if one doesn't work out, you can always try another.
Right.
But Jason and Gabby both have the good points. I'm not saying like one's better.
Polarized point.
Huh?
Polarized point.
Right. So yeah, I'm not at either extreme. I'm kind of like somewhere in the middle. Yeah, Jason makes sense. I mean, if it's gonna be a worthwhile relationship, I think it has to happen naturally over
Right.
the course of time. You can't rush
Right,
it.
Can't
right.
force it.
If you rush into things, you don't know, what the final outcome is gonna be. I mean, sometimes it might be, everything that you imagine and perfect.
Right.
But that's not always the
Oh, no,
case.
no, no.
Gabby makes a good point, right? If you want to hang out with someone, you hang out. If you want to go on a date with someone, you say, hey, I want to take you out and go on a date. You got to make things clear, cut and dry. Otherwise, you're sending each other mixed signals, and I've been there, and yeah, that doesn't work out so well.